So I never understood why the WNBA gets as much hate as it does. I mean, I get it, women can't dunk, haha, that's so funny, but I think the real reason people make fun of them is because of how much they are asking to get paid as much as the men, which is never going to happen unless another player like LeBron James is born, and then as soon as he declares for the draft, he's like, I mean the WNBA draft, and my name is now Ashley. Like, if the WNBA has been around for almost 30 years now, and your top players are still making as much as a fucking truck driver, then you might just want to start asking for new uniforms and see if you actually get that. Because after the first year of not getting anywhere, I would have been like, look, unless one of you is literally Kobe Bryant, then we're all fucked. But 30 years of asking for a pay increase is dedication. And also, like I said, the real reason people are making fun of them. And now that verbal trolling has turned physical. So I'm sure you've heard about the increasing number of dildos that have been thrown onto WNBA courts in the past weeks.
For the third time since last week, someone threw an adult toy onto the court during a WNBA game.
A WNBA player was hit by a sex toy during a game in Los Angeles.
Yet another disappointing and bizarre occurrence at a WNBA game that unfortunately looks like it could be becoming a trend. People are throwing adult toys out onto the court in the middle of the game.
That's it. Honestly. Really. This is where I'm going to start today, clones. It's like, to quote Kwame Brown, it's like your damn birthday. That is where I'm starting today. Because what we have here is a legitimate rubber-donga crisis.
Rubber-donga?
In the WNBA.
Now, while that is quite the prank someone can pull, you can't be looking like the son of Jenkins from South Park, aka the World of Warcraft guy. But fortunately for me, that actually happened. So this plump little gentleman right here was given the name Kaden Lopez by his handlers. Now, there was an I in his name, but unfortunately he got hungry, so now he just spells it the stupid way. Kaden. But XXL over here saw that throwing a dildo on court was going viral no matter the context. People would be angry about it, people would be laughing about it, regardless, people were talking about it. So Jabba the Hutt Jr. over here is like, Me dapa doki Jedi no baka tu. Don't ask me how I know Jabba the Hutt's language. I hate Star Wars. I hate Star Wars. Genuinely. Look up Star Wars Plantation Soup and you'll see I'm not joking. Chewbacca's home planet is called Kashyyyk. I swear to God, I hate Star Wars, though. Like, actually, genuinely, I hate Star Wars. But Kaden was like, one green dildo, please. The fluorescent kind. And the guy who sold it to him was like, I know it doesn't say this on the box, but these have a weight limit. And then later that day, when he was at the game, he forgot that throwing something requires energy, effort, muscle, movement. Basically everything that he doesn't do needed to go into throwing this to actually make it onto the court. And because he's a fat piece of shit, it didn't make it to the court and actually hit someone and their niece.
No way, bro. No way. I don't want to get down. You guys got plastic?
Sorry, guys.
It's okay. Oh my gosh. Are you okay? Did it hit you? I had absolutely nothing to say. Oh my gosh. What is wrong with you?
Imagine being so fat and disgustingly unhealthy that you can't even throw a piece of silicone as far as you needed to. This guy might as well have just bought a little butt plug if he wasn't going to be able to throw the dildo far enough. I don't know what's more embarrassing, having the person you hit look back at you and everyone else is like, or the fact that everyone saw him not be able to throw the dildo far enough. I need a video of that. There has to be someone who was recording this game and caught a glimpse of this mountain throwing that dildo. Go back and look at the videos you have when you were at that game and see if you don't catch this huge rock formation throwing a fluorescent green dildo in your video. It's like, well, we were inside a building. Why is there? But what's really funny is that it says video footage shows Lopez sitting in his seat. He retrieves the green dildo from his sweater front pocket, then throws the dildo forward. He then stands up and leaves the arena. So basically, he threw the dildo, saw it hit someone, and was like, well, it's about time for me to be hitting the old dusty trail. Excuse me, guys, if you want to just, yep, I'm gonna, yep, sorry, my bad. Nope, yep, it's all good, yep, nope. Yeah, you want to move your food right there? But I want to step on it. Yeah, you're good. No, yeah. No, that wasn't me. I didn't throw that. No, that was the guy next to me. And it's funny because it seems like he just left as if everyone didn't see the biggest person there throw the brightest object ever. It does, however, say that the people who were hit want Kaden to be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law, saying he stated that he was watching the WNBA game with his 9-year-old niece when something hit his back and fell to the ground next to him. He realized the object that hit him was a dildo. He desires prosecution. And while he isn't going to get any jail time, he for sure is going to have to do some community service, and I hope they make him go in front of a group of women and apologize for what he did. Not even WNBA people, just random women who are just going to stare and point at him and laugh while he apologizes. But imagine how many people this kid lied to after he left the stadium. He's like, no way, dude, I did it, dude, I threw a dildo on the stadium, I'm so fucking insane. And they're like, what game? Let me see if they're talking about it. And he's like, you want to watch a WNBA game? What are you, gay? Like, best case scenario, the dildo did make it to the court, but the same thing would have happened. They would have went to the security cameras and been like, "Dar she blows, Captain, she's a biggin." And then they would have arrested him. It's just the dildo would have made it onto the court, and he wouldn't have had someone wanting to press charges, which is basically the worst of what he has to deal with right now. The dildo throwing would have been like a year ban from any game, but he just fucked up his whole summer. And I think this was actually the second guy who was caught, and or the first guy who was caught, but the second guy to throw the dildo. But this other guy was also arrested, and unlike our big fella who was charged with disorderly conduct, assault, and public display of explicit sexual material, this guy's charges were a little less harsh with disorderly conduct, public indecency, indecent exposure, and criminal trespass. Still not something you want to be arrested for when you can literally avoid that by just being normal. But while the second guy doesn't have as funny a mugshot as the first guy, when people read why it's taken, all your street cred for getting arrested goes down the toilet. All your aura goes down the pooper. But yeah, guys, the WNBA has now implemented a no bag policy for anyone who goes to a game. And it's like, how the fuck are you going to do that and not just have your security do a better job? If your security at a professional sporting event can't even stop a bright green dildo from getting onto the court, then that no bag policy is just a temporary fix, because as soon as you let bags in, it's gonna be raining dildos like in that one scene from Jackass 3D. How is even the security at WNBA games second tier to the ones at NBA games? Until tomorrow, peace.